Welcome to BayEngage interactive session, and this is Senthil, Customer Success Manager. Here we are going to discuss about cart abandonment, which is the current state, and on an average, the shopping cart abandonment rate is 74.52 percentage, which means three-fourths of the website visitors leave your store without making a purchase. This is a burning problem that is costing commerce store owners their business. In this session, we'll cover how you can recover your lost sale with cart abandonment recovery strategies. So here we have three different steps that which will be helpful for you to recover your cart abandonment. And the first one would be start automating your emails. So you can send automatic emails by triggering automated emails to the customers that which will keep on reminding the customers stating they have left something in the cart and catch them when they exit. So when a customer is trying to add a product and when they try to leave the website, at that moment we can show a pop-up and remind them stating they have added a product into the cart and it is still left without proceeding with the purchase. And the third would be recover carts on the go. So make one-to-one conversation and conversions possibly by triggering abandoned cart SMS. That which will be most of the customers will be interested because we'll be sending an SMS reminding the customers stating they have left something in the cart. And we also have a few automation tips that which will be helpful for you. So frequency of email should be like always monitored. So send maximum of three abandoned cart emails. Ideally, the first one maybe like within an hour, and the second one in a day's time, and third one in a week's time. That which will be helpful. An abandoned product photo description, everything can be featured in the email that which you are sending, and make sure the email gives the brief explanation about the product which they have added into the cart. When you are sending the email, these are the basic information that which needs to be added in the email template. So remind the customers about what they abandoned, which means adding the product, image of the product, name of the product. And when you are sending an email, it is good to keep it short rather than having a brief explanation, and make it rich with images, add clear call to action, and then make the design appealing, because like when we are receiving an email, if it is appealing, it will attract the customers and it will make sure that we are coming back. Create urgency stating like within a day or within a week's time they will lose the opportunity of proceeding with the offer whichever we are providing. Personalize your emails, make the checkout flow easy. These are the basic steps that which will be helpful for you to take care of your abandoned cartman. And we also have few templates that which are ready in our BayEngage platform that which will be helpful. So this is completely at no cost where you can go and download and make use of it. And now I would request Daniel to proceed further.
We do not only we do not we also have timely pop-ups to where if someone is very engaged on your website, they're clicking around, they're adding items to the cart, they did not give you their email address. If you have a welcome pop-up, then you can be able to do a exit intent or an abandoned cart pop-up to where right before they leave the website, you can be able to get their phone number, their email, any of that information before they leave. This is really good because you are targeting after they have already shown interest in your product and not necessarily right when they first land on your website. We also do have SMS that we highly recommend using for abandoned cart. I mentioned before when we have the exit abandoned cart pop-up, they can also include their phone number and it will be able to send an SMS message directly to them where it's on their phone, it's not in their emails, but in their messaging app, letting them know, hey, you still have items left. Make sure you come and go ahead and take care of that. So go ahead and going into BayEngage. So Cynthia had mentioned that we do have the free email templates. We do. You can come in, you can search by type to where you can see the very first one. Gotta love alphabetical order. But you can click on the abandoned cart. You can choose any one of these to be able to customize and fit your brand. Then you can go over here to the automation section and you can go in and you would do that by then clicking into the abandoned cart email. This is one that's already set up. You have the activity as when the user starts to check out, which is what you'd want the abandoned cart email to do when they started to check out and then they didn't. So then you can be able to send an email right away, or you can add a time delay in there of perhaps however long that you would like. You literally just drag and drop, and it literally says drop here, and you would do the time delay. When you click on the time delay, you can do it in minutes, hours, days, weeks. Typically, a good timeline to do that is maybe about 30 minutes to an hour. Give them time to fully abandon the cart because they might have accidentally exited out and they're coming back. And if you are going to offer them a promotion code, you might want to hold off just in case because they might still go ahead and make that purchase. Then you can add in other emails. This one's already added in, but just like with the delay, you can drag and drop this over. Then when you click on the email, it'll have the from name, the from email, the reply to, the subject line, the preview text. You can include personalization, any emojis. Always got to love that thumbs up one. Then you can also see a preview of it for just what it looks like right there. You can also click right here and see a full scale preview of it, or you can click into edit templates. Now, if you've been on our other live events or if you catch those and we've actually shown about going into these templates and being able to edit it. But again, this is the one I would recommend not touching, which would be that abandoned cart. All of the information will be inserted when the email is sent out, which would include the product image, the title, the quantity that's in their cart, and the total. So that'll all be right there. But everything else you can pretty much personalize. So you can have your header, you can have your footer. This is the button that is the checkout link. So I wouldn't recommend touching that either, because that is going to go directly to that person's cart, so to their checkout. If you want to include a coupon code, here's where you would do it. You can include graphics in this. Really, the biggest thing is staying on brand that I would recommend. You want to keep it short and sweet, just like Cynthia mentioned, but also you can add a little bit more information about, about you, about why they should buy from you. Not a lot, but just a little bit to kind of stand out a little bit when you're doing these abandoned cart emails. An average shopper does a lot of e-commerce shopping. I consider myself an average shopper, but maybe that's not completely true. But I do a lot of online shopping. I have a lot of abandoned carts that I potentially get, reminding me that I have things in there. I personally really like getting these because sometimes when I'm looking for something, I'll just add a lot of things to my cart, which is probably a website, a business owner's horrible person and not the best type of customer they would like. But I will go searching around. So it is nice to have that items saved. And if there's a coupon, that's always nice as well. So you can then be able to save this, or if you wanted to choose another template, you have that option as well too. Again, in these, or if you already had one already pre-made. So then you would just hit save. And then it'll take you back to this screen. Then you can check the other emails, making sure it's set up the exact way that you would like it. And then once it's ready to go, you would just toggle right here and activate it. So that's how you set up the abandoned cart email. And just to reiterate on a few of the points that Cynthia mentioned that are very important, these steps right here. These are extremely important when you are doing an abandoned cart email. You want to make sure that you are really following these closely. That sense of urgency, why should they go ahead and buy now? If they potentially don't go ahead and buy right now, then it gives them more time to look at other competitors. It also, they might talk themselves out of it. I know myself personally, I do that quite a bit. I'm like, oh, I really didn't need, that shirt or, that outfit. So I'll just put that on the back burner. And then again, making sure everything is easy from when they get from the email to the store. Now, kind of wrapping up on the abandoned cart. And if you do have any questions, we will go through those. But as well, I'm not sure if you guys know, but Memorial Day is next Monday. So that's next Monday. We're recommending our customers to go ahead and start sending out emails around, honestly, Thursday to really get things out to the public. It's going to be as you know, it's a long weekend. So getting it in front of people before they go into kind of vacation or rest mode. So we do have Memorial Day email templates on BayEngage, just like we did for the abandoned cart, where you can go in and you can be able to edit it to match your brand, your footer, your header, your promotion code that you want to do, and really be able to stay on top of things. Now, if you have any questions, please share it in that chat screen. We'll be able to get to them as soon as possible. It can be anything about the abandoned carts, about Memorial Day, about our automations in general, which we will have more about that too. Oh, and also a quick note, I'm sure you can see it right here, but this deck and will be emailed out to all of the participants. So you will have these things. You didn't have to be taking a screenshot when I was showing my screen. You will get this so you can be able to use it for best practices.
Also, if you have any questions, you can always email us. We'll be able to reply to it.
Exactly. So you can email us. You can also ask us in the chat function. This is not just a one and done. We have continuous support. We like to make sure that we are there for you for anything that you might need. I'm not seeing any questions right now. I'll hold on just a couple of minutes just to see if there are any ones. Just for your reference as well, we do have useful resources for you. We have the BayEngage tutorials, which are video tutorials on how to do everything in BayEngage. And by everything and anything, all of the features are covered for you. We have a help center that has a step-by-step guide with pictures to make sure that you have any questions, we can be able to do that. We also have a website product tour showing what you can accomplish with the tool. We have our email templates, and we even have what's new on BayEngage with all of our new tools, feature launches, and more. Okay, so we have a question. We've been thinking about getting into SMS marketing. It'd be nice to have a webinar for best practices for SMS marketing. That is a very good point, and we can certainly add that on our roadmap for these live events. I will be one of the first to say that our clients that are doing SMS marketing are having a tremendous success with it. I know that some people have been hesitant about it because they're not really wanting to be too much in front of people, not really want to bother people. But the thing about it is that people are signing up for the SMS. So they are signing up to be a part of that group. They understand that entails that they will be getting SMS messages. You don't want to go crazy with it when you're first beginning, maybe do 1 or 2 SMS bulk campaigns. But during that time, you can always be able to gather the SMS numbers, the SMS numbers for when you are going through it. But yes, I am a big promoter of SMS. And if our webinar for it's not soon, then we can certainly reach out to you and have your account manager reach out to you. Okay, the industrial standard of abandoned cart recovery rate is 25%. We are getting 10% of cart recovery. Can you let me know what's the exact recovery rate? Well, that's really hard to say because it's different in every single industry business for what their abandoned cart rate is. Some people have other aspects in place other than emails to be able to convert customers, such as remarketing ads. So, like another one of our partners is Admiral Remarketing. It's really great if someone comes onto your website and they do not have a they do not make a purchase, then they would actually either the items that they were specifically looking at, which would be called dynamic ads, or a static banner of your company to remind them that they were on your website, that's what they were looking for, would follow them on different pages of the internet. So anything like ESPN, um, anything that would include a paid advertisement box, then the recovering ads would be retargeting ads would be able to show. So that is one good way, other than abandoned cart emails, to be able to convert customers, just staying in front of them. SMS marketing is another great way to be able to stay in front of them. The big thing is making sure your customers know why they originally went to their website. They more than likely did not just randomly stumble on it. They must have had a need. So this is what we really want to be able to hone in on. You have a need. We have a product for that need. You should go ahead and make a purchase right now. Okay. Does anyone else have any other questions? One more question. Are there any workable hacks to actually reduce abandoned cart? I apologize. I'm not really sure what you mean by workable hacks to reduce abandoned cart. Like I said, abandoned cart is it's interesting across businesses and also industries, because it depends on also the people coming onto your website in the first place. Are the people coming onto your website, are they ones that are these quantifiable leads? So if you're doing marketing to drag people to your website, not necessarily drag, but to bring people to your website, are they the people that you want to be in there? So you might have a low abandoned cart rate because the people that you're not, really quantifying the people coming onto the website, or you might have an abandoned cart rate because you offer an item that potentially could be found somewhere else. But I'm not sure what you mean by workable hacks. The biggest thing is to actually just stay in front of people. And also, another thing we've seen for abandoned cart is to make sure it's easy. So when someone adds an item to their cart, making sure it's very easy to go to that next step, which is the cart. We have seen that be an issue as well too. All right. Does anyone else have any other questions? As mentioned, we will send this deck to you. If you do have any questions, feel free to reach out to your dedicated customer success manager if you have one. If you do not, then you can be able to go to our website and you can be able to chat, or you can email back me or anyone else in this live presentation, and we'll be able to answer any questions that you have and go from there. All right, I think that's all the questions. Cynthia, do you have anything else that you'd like to add?
No, Daniel. Yeah.
Great. Well, thank you everyone for joining our live event today. We are going to keep doing these. If you do have any other questions, again, I think I've harped on this multiple times, but reach out to us, and thank you very much for joining.
Thank you everyone for joining, and we are planning for more webinars like this. So, hoping for the best. Thank you all.
Bye, everyone. Have a great rest of the week and Memorial Day weekend.